Sorry guys, I'll bring up the brackets after this. But welcome back. This is going to be game 1 between Kowi and Legionnaire. Round of 8 for this SCA Open. It's sponsored by Steel Series, putting up over $450 in prizes for this one. Run by StarCraftOz.com. Big props to them as well. Going to be Metalopolis, Kowi versus Legionnaire, PvP. Let's get into it. I am joined once again by Altair. How are you, mate?
I'm not bad. And so we've got, we've got the 1 o'clock positions versus the 6 o'clock position, which is going to be very, very micro-oriented. We will be seeing some sort of gateway pressure, I would assume, from Legionnaire. He knows a lot. Like, he's very mindful. His scouting is absolutely amazing. So he will know to pressure or try and put on a very good timing push here to get the yellow Protoss in a very bad position.
Mm. Yeah, really, Kowi's very, very aggressive. Like, he's extremely aggressive, whereas Legionnaire is more of a passive macro player. It's going to be very interesting. Okay. If Legionnaire can actually hold off this early aggression from Kowi, he should be fine. Kowi, mainly known for his strong Stalker Blink play, as well as his back and forth trading with Az recently. And thankfully enough, we are going to be seeing those two face off in a round, if they both make it through, round of 2 for the Psystorm tournament this weekend. But anyway, we do have... One thing I have noticed from Legionnaire lately, he goes for 13 Scout, which is really interesting.
Yeah.
The standard for Protoss is you build your pile on your 9 Scout, and wait, Kowi doing the same thing. Interesting. Both of these guys probably feeling very safe against each other for this, I feel. Mm.
Well, I think from Kowi's perspective, he knows Legionnaire will be playing passive, and he knows that he's 13 Scouts, so he knows he can delay his gateway, and he can scout later on, just so that it's very, very safe. He doesn't feel the need to really scout that early. He will, however, scout first. Kowi will know that he's in these sort of positions. Legionnaire does not know yet, but he will scout first as well. So both players getting very lucky with the scout, and gas is down, and the gateway is about 60 to 70% of the way through. Second pylon going down for Kowi and for Legionnaire. So exact same build order, of course, which is basically standard. Basically nobody 2 gates anymore, so pretty good. Yeah, we might be seeing a second gas pop up soon. We're hopefully going to see a Zealot come out for Kowi before the Cybernetics call. But it seems like he's going to skip it. A lot of Protoss players have been doing it in the last few days lately. They skip the Zealot and go straight for the Cyber Core earlier on. Mm. Not sure. And same goes for Legionnaire. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's safer with the Zealot, but that's just my opinion. I guess against Legionnaire is not such a big deal. The Zealot has started for each player now, so yeah, it's going to be pretty secure for both of them using the same mirror build. Yeah,
it is pretty much mirror matchup right now for these guys. Protoss play doesn't really change until it's either a second gateway first or a second assimilator. And it looks like Kowi has gone for that second assimilator. The Cybernetics core is slightly ahead of Legionnaire's here. The thinking behind putting that Cyber Core first is when you're scouted that your opponent doesn't really have anything, you want to get that Cyber Core out slightly faster than the first Zealot. Because the Zealot's still going to finish before the Cyber Core finishes, but that extra couple of seconds for like maybe a Robo Bay or something like that is really beneficial. And if we look here, both players still sitting on the 1 gate stuff. I think they're trying to kill each other's probes before putting down any other tech, which is extremely smart and high-level play because you don't want to give away what's going on. It looks like Kowi saying, wow, house shaking.
Both of them are going for 2 gateways.
And Kowi is, of course, from New Zealand. If anyone didn't know, they were rocked by an earthquake a week or so ago. So that's probably what he's feeling. But here we go. So we got 1 Zealot, 1 Stalker versus 1 Zealot, 1 Stalker. Oh, Kowi gets the first shot off. 2 shots off. That's not going to be good for Legionnaire. And the probe running away. Kowi needs to run that Stalker away. So it looks like he is taking hull damage now. So Legionnaire getting the better off of that engagement. I really think that Kowi should have sent that Zealot straight into the main of Legionnaire and picked off a couple of probes. But anyway, we got the second gateway coming down for both players. We got 4 gate coming from Kowi. Hopefully Legionnaire spots this. Wow.
Looks like Legionnaire's going to get the very short end of the stick. He should have focused on the whole damage Stalker. He's going to kill 1 Stalker, however. The Zealot coming into cleaning up from Kowi. Kowi is going to push out, however, see what he can do. He's waiting for his Zealot shields to regenerate. In the meantime, however, one player has a Robotics Bay down, and the other is building 2 more gates. So it looks like we're going to be some very sort of Korean 4 gate coming from Kowi's, maybe even an all-in, and some, like, you know, sort of the 3 gate Robo push from Legionnaire. Yep, 3 gate Robo it seems. So I would rate the 3 gate Robo in this, definitely. Although you can get a lot.
Huntress, always good. If he's dropped or not. Hopefully he'll leave.
Yep.
No, Fat Huntress is actually Earthquakes are distracting. Yeah. No, Bad Andrews is actually a really good man player. I think he'll leave as soon as he comes
Yeah,
back.
we were casting a game. We weren't casting, and I wasn't there for it. But you were casting a game between him and another guy for a few hours before. It was a few days ago. Sorry, for the King of the Hill, and it was pretty good. Very, very good Zerg play.
I have that effect on people, making the world tremble. Nice. Except Legionnaire really has to back up his words now.
Ooh.
So hopefully we'll get back into this pretty quickly. But really, going back to the game, Legionnaire probably has a decent build to counter this if he can hold it off in time. What'll happen is Kowi will start pushing the ramp. We need to see a couple of sentries coming out for Legionnaire to force field that ramp, break him up. We need to see a lot more stalkers in the mix than normal.
Okay, it seems like 500 is on 0, but he has not quite disconnected. Here we go.
There we go. So like I was saying, we do probably need a couple of sentries from Legionnaire, but at the same time, a lot of Protoss these days have been putting a proxy pylon down here to warp them in, and they've also been putting a pylon near the ramp, near the ledge just enough. So what happens is you run a couple of units up the ramp, they get force fielded.
Yep.
Here we go. Look at that pylon. Here comes the pylon. Just what I was saying there. So once you get vision on that ramp, you can actually put the pylon up on the side and warp units into the top, which really helps to try and snipe those sentries. But really, it's not looking good for Legionnaire right now. He sees a lot of units. There is no sentry. Oh my god, he hasn't made them into warp gates yet. That's a big blunder by Legionnaire. He might lose this straight up.
Huge blunder by Legionnaire. Unfortunately, he will lose a lot of damage. He'll take a lot. 2 sentries are out, however, but he has nothing compared to the army. He's bringing Protoss off the line, but it is futile, it seems. It looks like Kowi is going to be pulling ahead. He does have reinforcements on the way, just probes left, and we should be seeing a GG failure. Immortal pops out, however, but too little, too late. 2 more units coming in, just a Zealot, and 2 Stalkers, now 2 Stalkers left. Everything is down GG and quit by Legionnaire.
So I think, like I was saying, Kowi a very, very aggressive player. Legionnaire a very passive one. I think that would have just cost him the game there. A little bit more scouting would have helped him out down the bottom. But really, he just needed 1 sentry. All he needed was 1 sentry, and he would have been safe because that Immortal was just about to pop. But anyway, we're going to be 1 up for Kowi here, and we'll just